Today we will be reading The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe, the most popular poem of American history. 1845, January 29th. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I mutter, tapping at my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and every separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I sought to borrow from my books surcease of sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken, sad, uncertain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late night visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This is it, and nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitant then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore. But the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarcely was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more." Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only words there spoken was the whispered word Lenore. This I whispered, and echo murmured back the word Lenore. Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber, turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then what threat it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven on the saintly day of yore. Not the least obscene made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lady or lord, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas just above my chamber door, perched and sat in nothing more. And then this ebony bird begun my sad fancy into smiling. By the grave and stern decorum of the contents it wore. "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven, thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven, wandering from the night's shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the night's Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marveled this ungainly fowl to hear discourse so plainly through its answer though its answer little meaning, little relevance bore, for we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet before was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door. Bird or beast upon the sculpted bust of Pallas above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on that Pallas bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "Other friends have flown before, on the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before." Then the bird said, "Nevermore." Startled at the stillness broken by reply so aptly spoken, "Doubtless," said I, "what it utters is its only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmercifully disaster followed fast and followed faster till his song one burned bore, till the dirge of his hope that maliciously burned bore of never, nevermore. But the raven still be going, all my sad fancy soul into smiling. Straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird and bust above door. Then upon the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore meant in croaking nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing to the fowl whose furious eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This and more I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining on the cushion's velvet lining that the lamplight gloated o'er. But whose velvet violet lining with the lamplight gloated gloating o'er, she shall press, nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an unseen censer, swung by Seraphim, whose footfall tinkled on the tuffled floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee. By these angels he hath sent thee. Respite, respite, and a fine from any memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff this kind Nephon, and forget this lost Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still of bird or devil, whether Templar sent or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore, dislow, yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truthfully, I implore, is there Balin and Gieland? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still of bird or devil, by the heavens that bend above us, by that God we both adore, tell his soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Aladdin it shall clasp a saintly maiden, whom the angels named Lenore, clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels named Lenore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting, get thee back into the tempest and night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that lie thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door, take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door, quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flirting, still is sitting on the palace bust above palace from above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming in the lamplight's o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor, and my soul from out the shadow that lies floating on the floor shall be lifted nevermore. That was The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe. I hope you enjoyed. And remember, I am Tobin Allen. And subscribe and like. Comment below, too. I want to see what you guys have to say about my reading, because this is my first thing that I'm reading on my YouTube channel. And thanks for listening. Hope you liked it. And if this is your first time listening to Raven, I hope you enjoyed it, because this is considered the best poem of American history. And see y'all. Subscribe, like. Bye.